goodbye.
Barbara Dixon, great, always been an enormous fan, and never got to work with her in the old days, 70s and 80s, but I would love to have met her then. But the opportunity came during an album she was doing about a Dylan album. So I did a track on that, and then we sort of hooked up and got friendly, and then she invited me to work on her next album, which I did, and there's a particular track that we both like. There's a Scottish company doing a documentary about her now, and I asked her if she'd like to join me on this venture, on this Connected album, because it was an important part of my life actually, being in a residential studio and doing these albums together. And this track was one of those tracks, which we've since done on the Scottish documentary. And here it is, All the Pretty Little Horses. John was in the studio, we were booked in for 2 weeks, and we turned up, and he set himself up in the studio, and he looked at me and he said, "I haven't got anything." I said, "What?" He said, "I haven't got anything to play." I said, "We're here for 2 weeks." So, cut a long story short, I said, "Look, play the second chord of Man in the Station, play the first shape of Solitaire, play those 3 chords, and then we'll fiddle about them." So we ended up doing that. Out of this incredible time came this piece, Outside In. Consequently, we did live versions, and someone recently listened to it, a well-known guitar player, and said, "It's great how that was edited together." And I said, "It's not edited together, that's it. We used to walk on stage, play it, and that was the end of it." He said, "Yeah, but who's playing all those other guitar bits? Ding, 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 ding." I said, "That's John with the Echoplex." So this is a live version of that time, which, good and bad, it just brings all that atmosphere of the stuff we did together. And what I'm reminded of is that we were never loving together. We were never like, "I love you, man." It was just a real brother relationship. And what I've seen recently is a track, Solitaire, on YouTube, which was done on Transatlantic Sessions, where we're in a studio having a laugh, and I say something funny, and he comes over and just touches my shoulder. And I can't tell you, that means so much to me. It's like that connection without the hugs and the kisses. It was just amazing times. So this demonstrates what we were all about, totally out about, people used to say, "How can you play so well pissed?" I said, "Well, we rehearsed pissed." True. Harry Shearer, of Harry Shearer fame. I mean, we're all known for Spinal Tap, but he's a great actor, producer, director, film company. He phoned me up and said he'd written a song, would I like to play on it? I said, "Yeah, of course," so into the studio. And Charlie Wood was on piano and singing this great song, which is off his album, which is called Can't Take a Hint. And I just urge you to go and get this album. It's absolutely stunning album with real good production. The days of good production, you think, are long gone, but this is wonderful. Anyway, this track also appears on his album, and I wanted to use it, and he said, yeah, of course. And when it came to the business, he said, no, give the money to charity. And I can't tell you, we've had problems with record companies releasing stuff. Even though the artist said, yes, by all means, the record companies. Whereas Harry, who really is a Billy Big Fish, said, have it, put it up, and give it to charity. So Charlie Wood is playing piano and singing, and he's totally incredible. And it reminds me of the times when I used to play with Mark Murphy and great singers. He's a really, 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 really great artist. Gavin Harrison on drum of Porcupine Tree fame. So, a couple of takes. This is it.
You're a dead man soon enough.
Well, this last track is called Connected, which is the title of the album, which is a great song by Eric Bibb, and it shows how we are connected in many, many different ways, and it just seemed the logical name for the album instead of like Danny and Friends. So Connected says it all, and Eric Bibb, lovely man, hopefully connected to him. Well, we are connected in many ways. And he's having a new baby very soon, him and Sari. So, best wishes for that.